Hey Stampers, Dana again. I will change my sheet after it's a bit mucky. I'm going to show you a new stamp set that I received on stage. Everyone did. I think everyone had this one. And it is just absolutely gorgeous. Look at this beautiful kangaroo with a koala. You got the little frog in the tree. Love this giraffe. And I don't know why they've all got their eyes closed, but they all have. Even the little bird. This gorgeous little rhino. So we're going to play with this set tonight. I am using... I don't know if it's, or I think it's retired because it was in autumn winter. I think it retired in January. And I'm using this paper. It's just absolutely gorgeous. I wanted the leaves at first, but then when I turned it over and saw the other side, I thought it reminded me of a zebra, even though it's not black and white, but we wanted a bit of green in there somewhere. So I am using that paper. If you've got it, use it. So I best show you my card, hasn't I? It's just the cutest little thing ever. Look at that. I've done reverse stamping here because this is the way that beautiful little stamp set. Before I did the card, well, after I finished the card, he wasn't on there. He was, but he was under there flat. And I thought, let's fussy cut him out. Stick him on there, add a bit of dimension. I've added little tufts of grass, not a stamp set, just used a marker. I've added these little pebbles on the path. I've just brushed slightly over with my pool party, the pale one, to give some colour in the background. You could either do it before or do it after. I did it after. You could do it before. In fact, I might do it actually before this time. And just that, like I'm saying, he's got tufts of grass around his feet. Just use my blends. And I think it turned out lovely. And I've just got that gorgeous sentiment, wild about you. And then inside, because you've got the frogs and you've got these two together will make a great pair. And if you want to spruce up the inside, I'm sure you could, but this is the card we're making tonight. It's just so cute. So what you're going to need, I'm using my gorgeous old olive cardstock. I think it goes well with this paper. Like I'm saying, I wanted some leaves, but because of the border, there's not much of a border. So I added the stripes. I think it's cute. I love it. So you're going to need this at 3 7/8 by 5 5/8. This is just half an A4, 8 1/4 by 5 7/8. We're going to fold that in half with the trimmer, as you do. You're going to need two pieces of whisper white. One is 3 7/8 by 5 5/8, and the other one is 3 5/8 by 5 3/8. I will put the measurements on my blog. This is for the inside. Let's get my trimmer. Fold my paper. I find this gives me the perfect edge every time. Fold it over corner to corner, making sure they're equal. Run your finger down. Foam folder, both sides. Beautiful flat card, corner to corner. What I find with the trimmer, which I absolutely love, and I always cut upwards because I've got such weakness in my hands, if I cut down, my paper tilts sometimes, and I wonder why I'm offset. And I do the same with scoring, but I forget then, and sometimes it moves while I'm scoring. So this is why I prefer to fold my card like that. And it's just another use for your trimmer, which is brilliant. You can add this now, you can add it later, it's entirely up to you. Just a nice little border all the way around. And again, I'm using this side. Reminds me of the jungle. And then we're going to stamp on the other two. You're going to need a piece extra to cut out your rhino. Oops, I'm opening the wrong end. And as you can all hear my voice, this is actually now Saturday night for me. You will get to see this on Monday. And I'm feeling back to my normal self, thankfully. And thank you all for your gorgeous, kind words, your prayers and everything. It means so much to me. How generous you all are. I've attached my paper now. Pop away my glue for a while. I've just been sitting here on the phone with the lovely Lorraine, scoffing dry roasted peanuts. Oh, just love them. So I'm using basic grey for all my stamping. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to go over with my pen first. I'm just going to stamp this beautiful rhino so I can fussy cut it out. I will be, look at that. Look how beautiful that is. You don't even have to, you could use this as a cartoon stamp. Just leave it black and white. Do some bordering and add a few little bits. But to colour it in as well is just a joy. So I'm going to now stamp the inside of my card. And make a great pair. You want to add anything now, now's the time before you insert it into your card. Oh, that's good, that's come off. So I'm going to leave that open just for a minute. And I'm just taking my blend. And I'm leaving a space at the bottom. I'm literally that's all I'm doing. And I've had this was running out for me, as you all know. I had to order a new one. But I left it stood up with a marker down and it's starting to work again. I don't think it's going to last much longer. I think I will get the other one. And it's just going to add colour. And that's all I'm doing basically. But what an impact and it's hazy. I love that hazy, like as if you were in the jungle. So that's it. What I'm going to do then, I'm going to grab the paler of the crumb cake and do the same down the bottom. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can't see the sun on this picture, but it's as if the area is hazed over because it's really sunny and hazy in the jungle or on the plains of the jungle. So that's my Stampin. Oh, just love him. So he is going right on the edge of this beautiful piece of paper, right on the path as well, but with, oh look, he's got his little tufts of grass. I am stamping my Wild About You as well. And that's going roughly, well, I don't care where this goes. Look at that, isn't that gorgeous? Now we want our little frog on the tree. He's just the cutest little thing you've ever seen in your life. And this straight edge is the back of the branch. So I'm just going to get him. And I can extend now. I've got my marker. If you don't get it all the way, just grab your little marker. And there you have it. So I'm going to fetch in my silicone mat. And I want to stamp this again. And I can pop that on there. I don't know if you can see it. I don't want to leave it too long because, oh, he's upside down. And I think that's the best way to do it actually is oh, he's a little bit lower down than what I wanted, but it's fine. It's turned out fine, actually. And again, extend the branches. That is just so super cute. I think that's a bit of... This will wipe clean. It comes up beautiful every time. What I did then, close my ink. I did colour my first one in, like I'm saying, but I don't have to do it on this one. I would like that a little bit higher up, actually. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all. So I'm just going to put myself some little tiny ones so they look like they're in the distance. One more there, maybe. Little birds flying around. This is just so cute. He is adorable. Now, onto my blends. I use the darker of the Old Olive and just drew lines under his little feet, and then just added a few dots here and everywhere. I even put some around the lettering. Even though you can't see the field, it's the way you're looking down, but it just gives you that illusion. And I've got my darker crumb cake, and I'm just going to draw pebbles. And just highlight a few of them along the path, so they look like little stones. I think that is so super cute. Maybe some bigger ones. I think if I remember rightly, the dies, I think we get dies with this. Let me have a look. Don't quote me on this. I don't think so. Maybe not. Let me just have a look. What page is it on? 2 minutes. I will tell you now. I can't show you inside. I do apologise. Animal Outing, page 27. Oh, it's just gorgeous. Yes, it does come with dies. And in the dies, you have got little shapes that look like pebbles. So you can have a 3D effect on the ground. It's just so cute. See, I wasn't wrong. Yes, it comes with dies, and you're going to be able to cut these out perfectly. And I haven't got them yet, as you know. My branches, because they're thin here, I'm just going to use the thin end. And I store these flat, yet they're drying out so quickly. And it's not, I'm going to be having a little word with Stampin' Up. Because I am storing them correctly. But one end's juicy and the other one isn't. And they're quite expensive to have to replace. And we haven't had these long, and I don't use them terribly much. I do love them, but I don't want them running out on me every 5 minutes either. So I'm going to come back, because I'm going to colour this at the same time. I'm just doing the grass. And I'm adding a little bit of length with this one, because I'm going to fussy cut. I just want to make sure that there's no bits that I've missed. So I'm even going to put a line down the bottom. And I'm going to go back to my, even though I'm cutting this out, I'm just doing a blue line all the way around as well. And in between, because when I'm going to fussy cut, I don't want a white patch against a blue background. So if I'm fussy cutting, I will get the dies to match. Or a scan and cut. Somebody said, get a scan and cut, you'll never have to buy a die again. But do you know how much the scan and cuts are? So I'm using the palest of the grey. And I'm just going to colour in my little fella here. He's just so cute. And I'm even doing his trunk, because his tusk, because they're not pure white. They do end up being more or less the same colour as the animal. Elephants are white. I could have left him white and done him as a little white rhino. But it's just so adorable how his eyes are closed. And this one's running out. Oh, gosh. I do love the grey, I must admit. I use this. I like to I like to do a grey outline so it looks like a shadow. So I've got the new colour here, which is called Dark Pineapple Punch. And I'm just going to colour my little birdies. I'm keeping the centre wing a different colour because I'm going to use my pumpkin pie. And I'm just going to colour in that centre feather. And I left his beak yellow on the other one, but I thought, no, let's change that up. So, anything... Oh, now for my old olive, for my leaves. I'm going to have some little green frogs as well. I just love this. I'm in deep thought now. Tongues out. I'm colouring. That's my favourite way to do it. Even the little... They've all got their eyes closed. I think they're just all basking in the sun. Gorgeous little critters. They're so sweet. Isn't that just the cutest? So now, I just love that. We can attach these now to our card. And then we're going to fussy cut. And we're nearly done. Oh my gosh. Quick cards from Gainer. You could add ribbon, I suppose. You could add leaves, like with the leaf punch, which is getting carried over. And just layer loads of leaves on your card. And then you could pop the rhino in there somewhere, and that beautiful little giraffe. Got the neck of the giraffe. I think some leaves up there and the neck of the giraffe, or a couple of them, stamped on reverse. Fussy cut out. You know, so they look like they're feeding in the jungle. Absolutely marvellous. So I just love that border with the green stripes behind. I think it's absolutely adorable. Make a fabulous little boy card. Could do it in pink then, I suppose, for a little girl. But even that on its own is just gorgeous. But now we're going to fussy. Just look how beautiful this little creature is. Absolutely stunning. But I'm fussy cutting, like I'm saying. Follow the lines. See that now you can understand why now I left that blue border all the way around. So you didn't want really white edge against a blue background. So I'll just get rid of this paper. One works better with little bits. And I'm letting the scissors do the work here. I'm just closing them and turning my paper. So what I did here, I'd cut round. Cut round my little birdie. And he, a little mini dimensional behind him, is perfect. And he won't be flapping around then on your card. So now, in here, I'm going to cut down the side of the ear because there's a gap in the paper for me to get in this bit. Probably a die would just cut that centerpiece out. Got to be really careful now. Don't want to chop his beak off or anything. So I've gone in. I'm going to move his little ear out the way. I'm going to continue to cut around that little bit there. There we have. Oh, it's just the cutest little thing ever. And that was just using a scrap piece of Whisper White. I can't believe how quick this card has come together. It took me, you know, when you're first doing one, it seems to take ages. And then you do it on camera and it comes together in a flash. So I'm going to have a little mini dimensional right there on my little birdie. I'm going to grab one for his trunk here to keep that close together. And I'm used to using the bits off the side. Put one straight through the centre. Have a dimensional there then. Oops, sticking to my finger. One here and maybe another one there. I want to keep him stuck right up. Let's peel off these back ends now. My husband's going nuts. He's just found a section on his game that he really cracks me up, bless him. I hope you can't hear him because I can hear him plain as day. Somebody said you can hear him but you can't hear what he's saying, thankfully, because he's he's saying words he shouldn't be saying. Not for my camera anyway. So now I'm just going to layer carefully, lining up his tail. Isn't that cute? And you've still got the little bits sticking out from the rhino bits. I think that is adorable. I don't think it needs anything else. We had you could think about maybe, did I add anything? No, I didn't. Maybe some of the, I'm going to add one of these maybe. And just pop this. No, it's too small for a sun, isn't it? I want to add it though now I've seen it. But where would you put it? I'm just going to stick it there. Oh yes, I'm going to add one on my other one as well. I think it's great. Just about there on this one. That's it. That's that adorable little card. Isn't it gorgeous? A bit low on the leaf on this side, but I think it turned out beautiful. So there's our card for today. How simple was that? Together we make a great pair. I think that is just adorable. So I hope you give them a go. I am going to stamp my... Oh, if anyone's got fast fuse in the UK that they want to sell, refill, please, I'm running out desperate. And, you know, if you've got any spares, I'd love to buy one from you. Because it's the only thing closing up my little envelopes at the moment, which are coming in thick and fast. 3,920 cards for our cancer research. Isn't that just beautiful? I love that. This is the one we've just done. I do hope you give it a go, and a thumbs up, that'd be brilliant. I do love a thumbs up and a comment. And if you're not subscribed and you'd like to, just press the subscribe button. Oh, I've just spotted. I have missed some of my beautiful pebbles off of here. Have you noticed this? With the blends, they do tend to fade just a little bit when they start to dry. Because them ones are a lot paler than that. So, just to add some shapes. There we go, that's it. We're done. So, like I say, thanks for watching, and until next time, bye!